sorry about that. Hi, this is Karen and welcome to another dolallycrafts off the cuff. The reason this one's an off the cuff, as you may remember if you watched some of my previous videos over the last couple of weeks, I did a showcase of the new in colours. And one of the cards I created, I used every colour of the new in colours for 2018-2020, and I really hated that card, and a lot of you weren't over keen on it. And one lady even said, you know, you don't have to use all the colours in one card, just showcase them differently. But I discovered a way of using all of the new in colours in one card. How is that? Oh, looks a bit blurry on my end. But anyway, this is a card utilising, yes, it's only a small amount, but it uses all of the new in colours. We've got Lovely Lipstick, Grapefruit Grove, Pineapple Punch, Call Me Clover, and Blueberry Bushel. And I thought I was really good creating this. It's using the Rainbow Builder framelits, which are on the discontinued list, so if you want them, go and get them now. I love them because not only have you got the rainbow, the sun and the clouds, but you have, oh, you'll have to excuse the way these all look. I haven't transferred them over to my magnetic sheets yet, but you've got a flash of lightning, you've got a half cloud, and you've got these edgelet framelits, which I absolutely love. I reckon they're great for the edge of cards, as you will have seen if you watched one of my other videos, one of my, I think it was a flips and folds on Sunday. Not last Sunday, the Sunday before maybe, but I used one of those as the edgelet for the edge of the card. Anyway, this is the card we're making today. I've actually made all of my samples and popped them in a box. Now the samples actually used a lot of dimensionals, and as you can see, or maybe not, the box is actually bowed because there's so many dimensionals used inside this one. So instead of putting the sentiment up on dimensionals, this time I've got them flat, so the card isn't as bulky. But I don't know whether it picks it up on camera or not, but oh yes, there you go, on the rainbow I don't use it very much, but I used my Winkers Stella brush on the rainbow, the clouds, the sun, and even on the little raindrops at the bottom here. Okay, this is how I put it together. Now they're very fiddly, these little rainbow bits. I meant to use some of our stick-it paper, the glue sheets, and forgot. So I had to come up with another way of putting them together so that they stayed together well, and there wasn't much of a gap between them, because as I said, they are really fiddly. So what I did, put a strip of fast fuse or snail on the back of the cloud, and this is how we're going to start off. We pop the blue one on first, and then we build upwards for the rainbow. So then we come up with the green rainbow piece, and I'm starting on the non-glued side and winding it round so that it's next to the blue on the cloud. The next piece will be yellow, so we start off over here. The yellow is right on the green and the blue. Bring it round and slip it onto the glue from that side. Do the same with the orange, or the Grapefruit Grove should I say, but we're using this as orange for now, all the way around. And then the same with the red. Bring it round and put it right up against the Grapefruit Grove. So we know that side, they're all really tight together. Now, to keep them tighter still, I've used a piece of washi, and it doesn't matter what washi you use, this is just an old piece of washi, bring them all back down together again, and then just put that strip of washi across all 5 pieces, making sure that they're all tightly together. Now, as you can see, I've got an overhang there, so I'm just going to peel it back a bit and snip it off, pop it back down again, and there. Now, from the front, that's not too bad at all. They're all fairly tightly together. And just to secure it, on the back of the sun, another piece of another bit of fast fuse, and flip it over so I've got the right side. There we go. So that will hold it down on that side. So that's an easy way of putting the rainbow together. Maybe I should have zoomed in. Anyway, we'll move on. I'm going to bring in my stamp positioning tool. And as you all know by now, I was too impatient for our Stamparatus. I probably will get one because I like the way it looks and the way it operates. But for now, I'm just using my Tim Holtz, which is also fantastic, don't get me wrong, but I like the innovation of the Stampin' Up! One. Okay, so I'm just going to stamp the sentiment for the outside of the card, and I used Smoky Slate for that. I thought the black might be a little bit too stark, and because I made many of them, I lined my my magnets up around where I wanted my sentiment to go, and all I needed to do was slip that in so I knew exactly where I was stamping. And as many of you know, I actually have extra magnets that I'd purchased online. That's why I've got 4, and everybody who's got the Tim Holtz would only have gotten 2. Okay, all I'm going to do is adhere the sentiment to the front panel or mat. All of the sizes can be found on my blog. Now, as I said before, with the original ones, I put all of the sentiment on all of the sentiments up on dimensionals, but it made the cards too thick to fit 5 of them in our pockets. You can do it if you're not going to package them up in our clear acetate boxes, but I thought they looked really nice popped in there so they all stay nice and clean. Now, I've just popped that on the front and realised I haven't stamped any of this, so I'm going to bring the Tim Holtz back in because all of the other cards are stamped inside. And as you can see, I don't know whether you can see, there's actually a faint mark where the other sentiment will go. So I just bring that in, butt it up against this last magnet here, pop that on. Oops, that's going to be right where the sentiment goes. Now, what did I do with my ink? Bring it back in. Sorry, you wouldn't have seen me actually inking that up, but I did off camera. Okay, we'll bring this back in and just give it a quick press, and there we go. So that's that part done. Pop that over there, bring my ink back in, because since I've got this all set up, I'm going to have to order some extra C-size blocks because I'm using this one permanently now. Do my created by on the back, and quickly sign it. There we go. So that's the back and the front, or that's the inside and the back of the card finished. I'm just going to line these up and give them a crease with my bone folder. A nice sharp edge. Okay. Bring in my rainbow and my dimensionals, and just for added security, I pop the dimensionals on so that I'm keeping the 3 bands on this side, the blue, the green and the yellow there are all together, and on this side I've got the red, the orange and the yellow on that side, and then in the middle just one up the top there to keep it all in place. And I did bring in my mini dimensionals. You could use the full-sized one, but I figured the minis are appropriate for this. There we go. Move that aside. Take off the backing. Okay, we're ready to pop this on. My cloud's a bit wonky, but never mind. Okay, back in with the smoky slate, and I've just got the water droplets on the A block just to pop there. And then all we have to do is come in with the Wink of Stella, a little bit on the water droplets, and then, because clouds are all fluffy, I just did circular motions with the Wink of Stella to give that appearance, and the same with the sun. And then just follow the arch of the rainbow, like so. And there we go. Our card is finished. That is a really easy card to do. It's a bit heavy there. It's a really, really easy card to do. It makes a gorgeous little set just to send out to people if you think they're having a bit of a hard time and you want to cheer them up. So I will box them up later and decorate the box, but that's our card for our off the cuff. And as I said, I'm so chuffed with myself that I was finally able to use all of the ink colours on one card. Let's see if I can just zoom in a little bit. No, it doesn't want... Oh, there we go. Let's move them down a little bit. There we go. How pretty. I love the sparkle, and I think they look really nice. Okay, that's enough from me today. I hope you've enjoyed this off the cuff, and I'll see you again later. Bye bye.